Hey everyone, Pastor Pate here, and I hope that you're having a great day. I just want to take a minute and invite you to CrossPoint Lindsborg this weekend. We're going to be launching a brand new sermon series this Sunday, and it's going to be a great weekend. You know, if you've been coming, it's a good weekend to bring someone new to church with you, or if you're looking for a new church family yourself, then this is a great weekend to come and visit us at CrossPoint Lindsborg. But this week, my Grow group looked at a very good passage of scripture together. We looked at 1 Peter 3, and one of the things that the Apostle Peter talked about was he said basically to honor Christ the Lord in your hearts. Always, being prepared to make a defense for anyone who asks for the hope that is in you. When people look at you in your life and they ask you, hey, something's different about, what is your faith about? I know that you're about Jesus, but why do you believe this, or why do you have that hope? And that Peter says that we're always to be ready to give a defense, to make a defense for everyone who asks. And we're to do this with gentleness and respect. But I wanted to key in with you just a minute on when he says to honor Christ the Lord in our hearts as holy. Because, when you think about how we are to think and operate as Christians, we are to really think about Jesus. I think about the greatest command that God gives us as believers, and he says to love the Lord your God with all of your heart, soul, mind, and strength, right? This is the greatest command given to us as Christians, is to love God. It's not necessarily to love others or to be like Christ. It says the first and greatest commandment is to love God. And specifically, we are to love God with our minds. And I think that this is really what I think is behind Peter's heart when he gives this passage about honoring Christ the Lord in your hearts as holy. Because when you think about how we are to prepare ourselves so that we can make a defense to anyone who asks, well, I think that we need to think about God. We need to honor him as holy in our hearts all the time. Let me put it this way. If you think about the people that you love in your life, the things that you love, the people that you love, you think about them. Like the people that you love, you think about them all the time. It would be kind of silly to say that you love this person, but you never think about them ever. And I think that this is really significant for us as believers to think about. And so I wanted to get really practical with this, and this is why I'm making this video, is I'd love to hear practically how you love the Lord your God with your mind. Like, how do you personally honor Christ the Lord in your hearts as holy? Maybe there's a portion of scripture that you always go to help set your mind right. Or maybe there's a place that you go to set your mind right so that you can start loving the Lord your God with your mind. Maybe you memorize scripture. I don't know what it is for you, but how do you love the Lord your God with your mind? How do you honor Christ the Lord as holy in your heart? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Share in the comments below, share this video, and let's chat about it.